Wednesday. I have just actually cried proper tears. I've put my makeup on and now I'm going to have to go and touch it up because I've just chopped up the most savage onion. It was awful, like proper big fat tears rolling down my face. But that is now currently in the slow cooker. But anyway, I've taken the kids to school, picked Reese up from Bella's house where he stopped last night, and then came home to do the tidying up of all the breakfast mess, put the dishwasher going. I'm going to put a load of washing going and putting dinner in the slow cooker. So that's what I'm doing right now. Reese has just had to pop down to the local corner shop for me because apparently we've used an entire tube of tomato puree in 5 days. All gone. Unless it's hiding somewhere where it doesn't belong, I cannot find it. I've looked everywhere, but it's nowhere to be seen. So I've just sent him down to the shop to get that. And Kevin also unhelpfully used half of my punnet of button mushrooms when there was another punnet of normal mushrooms when he made, I don't know what he made, but whatever it was, he used half the mushrooms. But that's not a bad thing because they're whole and most of the kids won't touch mushrooms if they're like that. They get no choice normally because I chop them up so small that it would take far too much effort to pick them out. But I used to hate mushrooms, told my 2 younger sisters that they were slugs, and to this day, my sisters who are now in their 20s still don't eat mushrooms, and I would eat it like that. I'd quite happily just chomp down on them whole. Raw, cooked, I don't care, I love them. But yeah, my sisters still to this day won't even touch them. But I've got onion, garlic, carrot, mushroom in the slow cooker so far, and I'm just browning off some bacon and the diced beef. And then I've got some rosemary and bay leaves and tomato puree when we get back from the shop, and that will go in with some red wine. I've done red wine stock because I'm not a red wine drinker, and if I was and I had bottles of red wine in the house, then I'd use the real stuff. But I'm not spending £5 on a bottle of wine to use a splash of it and then it's wasted. So I've got a red wine stock pot instead, and it's all going to go in here on low for, well, until tea time, probably about 7 hours. And I'm going to do some roast potatoes later on. But me and Reese are about to head off to Bridgewater, which is the next town along, where there's Big B&M and Home Bargains. I cannot believe that it's the 1st of December in 2 sleeps. Like, how quick has that come round? My nose is still running from that onion. How quick has the 1st of December come round? It's flown round. So I'm going to go to Home Bargains and B&M to get all of the bits for the kids' December the 1st box. I don't do Christmas Eve boxes. I think they're a waste of time and money because if you put in all Christmassy stuff and then the next day's Christmas and then it's over. So I tend to do like a December the 1st box, and I'll put in some Christmas crafts, maybe a new Christmas plate each because I think all of ours are all a bit tatty or gone. And just, yeah, all of the bits for the month of December. Got interrupted then by Kev calling me. I also don't think I'm going to bother with Christmas pyjamas because it would be kind of pointless. My kids tend to not wear them, and if they do put them on, it doesn't take long till they've taken them off and they're stripped down to their knickers. So it would be absolutely pointless to do pyjamas, it would seem. And also, it would probably be pointless to do Christmas bedding as well because I went in to wake Felicity up this morning because she was still snoring at like 8 o'clock, and she's like a little, she just looked like a little squirrel in a nest. She makes her bed. I don't make their beds every day. I make their beds on bed change day and then I leave them, because if I was to make Felicity's bed every single day, it would be like climbing up in a tree and destroying a squirrel's nest that's been working on it for weeks to hibernate. That's what Felicity's bed's like. She was lying on top of one blanket, had another blanket on top of her. She's got 2 quilts. The pumpkin cushions that had vanished off of the sofa are in her bed. Squishmallows, teddies. She's taken off all of her like nighties as she's gone to bed and lined them all up around the like the wooden barrier of the top bunk. So they're all lined up, like making like a little soft barrier. And yeah, she's like a little squirrel in her little nest. So it's probably pointless to do Christmas bedding as well. So I'm probably not going to bother with any of that and just get them some like crafty bits. and yeah, just see what's up there basically. Pop in and see my mum as always, and then come back to cook the roast potatoes. Here is Reese with my tomato puree, so that can go in, and yeah, we can get on the road and go and do some Christmassy shopping. Plus points to having teenagers, but I can tell you I have got it made. I've got Jamie working in Sainsbury's, so I get discount off my food shopping. Brooke works in Costa, so if we go to Costa together we get half price Costa, and Reese works in Argos, which I also get discount for Argos with Jamie anyway, but he also works in McDonald's, so we get extra value meals for £2.29. Happy days. Now, where do we reckon we should send Summer to work when she's when she gets a job? Where else could we do a discount for?
Shein.
Oh no, we've got Bella working in Primark, so we get discount in Primark. Did you say send her to work for Shein?
Yeah.
It's not.
Might see her for a while.
Won't see her for a while. She got some flares. I don't tend to order from places like Shein, but Summer does, and she ordered some flares the other day. She'd have to be about 6'5" for them to be the right length. They are so long, and I was like, some poor kid has had to stitch that for you. And yeah, they're about a good that much too long. They're massive. But yeah, I've definitely got it made when it comes to the places that the teenagers work. Just need to work out. Summer really wants to work in Lush. She went in Lush the other day and she was like, I want to work in here. I said, I think you'd end up with a headache working there with all the smell. But we do like Lush, so that would be a good shout maybe. But anyway, we're all done in Home Bargains. It was eye-wateringly expensive. Kev's actually just texted me saying, how's your shopping trip going? And I've just replied with, expensive. That is the most I've ever spent in Home Bargains, and it was double, maybe more than double what I usually spend. But I've got everything for the December the 1st box. I've also got some bits as well for throughout the month, and I got a couple of Christmas presents, like not massively expensive Christmas presents. Apologies for Reese chomping, chomp on his chips.
Oh sorry, I must stop eating.
You must stop eating. Also, look at the state of his face. He's doing Movember. But I thought Movember was meant to be just a moustache. You've got like, yeah, he's a bit hairy.
Yeah, it is just a moustache, but I thought I'd grow these out.
Just thought you'd grow an entire full face of hair.
Yep.
Also, you got a sore back, haven't you, Reese?
Yeah, because Bella decided to wax it yesterday.
Bella decided to wax his back. My brother came around the other day and he's like, is the gorilla in your back paying rent? But yeah, Bella did a really bad job at waxing his back yesterday, so he's not loving life today. But anyway, we're eating at McDonald's.
She did an alright job. She just tried to rip it off the first time and it didn't come all the way off.
Yeah, so it's a bit patchy. But we're eating £2.29 McDonald's, and then we've got to go to B&M quickly and over and see my mum, and then get back and get my roast potatoes in the oven. Back from Bridgewater, and you can actually smell the dinner cooking outside. It smells absolutely, if I say so myself, delicious. Should we take the lid off and have a look? Let's have a look.
There's no one here.
Oh my goodness, that looks good. Even if I say so myself, that looks good. Reese has just picked up some overtime, so he's got to run upstairs, get his uniform on and go off to work. No, that's not, oh, out of the corner of my eye then, I thought you were Dad.
No,
that's nice.
That's my rugby stuff and that's money.
I picked up Kev from work. That wasn't in fact Kev, but out of the corner of my eye, I just saw a black coat and thought it was Kev. He's run upstairs. But yeah, I picked Kev up from work. Just stopped at Morrison's because their advent calendars are £1.35 for just the basic dairy milk ones. So I've picked those up for the older ones. Reese is like, it's so unfair. You're getting the younger ones better stuff than us. He is only joking.
But I just got my biscuits.
Because the older ones, they'll eat that in one sitting. I can guarantee you they don't have one a day until we get to Christmas.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
You're going to prove me wrong?
I'm going to prove you wrong, and next year you're going to get me a decent one.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But yes, Reese. But every time I do advent calendars over the last couple of years, they just eat them. So I'm like, you're not getting expensive ones. You can have the cheap ones. Also, picked this up for myself from Home Bargains, and I dropped it as I was putting it in the boot of the car and broke it. That bit's supposed to be on the front. And it's like a tea light holder. And it's really cute. And it was only £3.99. And I looked at it in there the other week. And I was like, oh, I like that. And didn't buy it. And then this week, there was only one left. So I thought, oh, I'm going to buy it. There's only one left. And then, yeah, I dropped it as I was putting it in the car and broke it. So that's great. I think it just needs a bit of glue. So I'm just going to get some super glue and try and glue it back together. Kev just said, why did you not take it back in and say that it was broken? And I said, well, because it was the last one, so I wouldn't have been able to pick another one up anyway. I'm just going to have to try and fix it. I will show you everything that I got from Home Bargains, but in a separate video. Tomorrow I'm going to film what's in the kids' December the 1st box video, and I'll do it all then. But right now I need to quickly peel the potatoes, get them parboiled and in the oven because it's almost school run time. She ran out of time. I just said to Kev, if I don't get these roast potatoes in the oven like right now, then we're not going to be eating until like 7 o'clock tonight. So he's just gone and picked the girls up on foot, and I'm just bunging the potatoes. They've finished parboiling. I'm just peeling some garlic cloves to put in with them and get them in the oven, and hopefully we can have dinner at a reasonable normal time. It's impossible at the moment to ever get a meal where we all sit down together because of everybody's working hours. Jamie's working till 9 this evening. Reese has gone in, like I said, to do some overtime. He should hopefully be home by tea time. I don't actually know where Brooke is. Bella's got dance tonight. She is coming round later on, but she won't be around for tea. She's got dance, which is probably a good thing because she's not a great big fan of beef. So when she sees we've got stew for dinner, she'll be glad that she's got dance. But yeah, every night it seems to be that somebody is working late, and it will be that way now right up until Christmas because everyone's doing all of the extra Christmas hours. I think Jamie's going from working, how many days a week does he work now? Sundays, Mondays, so 4 days a week to 5 days a week up until after Christmas. So yeah, they're all out at work. But anyway, let me show you my potatoes. So I've got 2 trays of roast potato with rosemary and garlic ready to go in the oven. And over here, I've got the remainder of those little carrots. Those were in the shopping haul this week, and I said they're really nice done in the air fryer with honey. However, I think the kids have just been picking at them in the fridge because there was about a third of a bag left. So I've added them to some parsnip and some sweet potato. And then the seasoning on those is just this roast vegetable seasoning from Aldi. It's about 59p a sachet and it's really nice. So I've just chucked that over those with some oil, and I'm going to bung it all in the oven. And like I say, hopefully we can have dinner at a reasonable, normal time. Love cooking this time of year. It's my favourite time of the year to cook. It's not my favourite type of meals to eat though. I much prefer the sort of meals that we have in the summer opposed to the stuff that we eat in the winter. But I do love nothing more than the kids coming in from school and being like, whoa, what's that smell? What's for dinner, mum? And then they sit down and eat like a proper hearty, good, healthy dinner. I love making those meals. But when it comes to what I enjoy eating myself, I much prefer like the go-to summer dinners. So on Monday, Kev had the day off work and everyone was at school and work in college. The house was empty, it was just the two of us. And we were like, oh, what should we do? You know, starting to think like, oh, should we, you know, do stuff around the house that he's doing? But we were both just feeling like proper shattered from the weekend. And I was like, should we just put on a Christmas film and like sit on the sofa, watch a cheesy Christmas film and just chill? So that's what we did. But then Kev was like, what are we gonna have for lunch? What do you want to eat? And I said, I'm really craving Hunter's chicken. So chicken wrapped in bacon with barbecue sauce and melted cheese, sweet potato wedges and homemade coleslaw. Like that's like one of our go-to summer meals, and I was like, I'm really craving that. So as the good husband that he is, he went out in the kitchen and he rustled that up. So we watched a Christmas movie. I watched half of the Christmas movie whilst he cooked. Then we sat at the table, ate lunch together, and then went back in and watched the second half of the movie, which was actually really good. It was on Amazon Prime and it was called Xmas, so E-X-Mus, and it was about like two people that used to be engaged. It was actually really funny. We watched that and just chilled all Monday. But yeah, I do prefer those go-to summer dinners, whereas the rest of the family prefer the winter meals. But luckily for them, I enjoy cooking those meals more than anything. So hopefully they're going to walk in the door in a minute and they're going to be like, Mum, what's that smell? And what I might get them to do is make some mince pies, because I've got a sheet of short crust pastry in the fridge that needs using, and I'm pretty certain in the baking cupboard there's some jars of mincemeat that I bought after Christmas last year when they were reduced really cheap. So I might get those girls when they get in to make up some mince pies for dessert, and we can have mince pie and cream. So a proper full-blown wintry Christmassy dinner going on here. But it's getting dark already. Like this, I can see this kitchen just getting darker and darker. Doesn't help that 2 bulbs have blown up on the light there, and I keep meaning to go on Amazon and order some more, but I keep forgetting. But I've got to go on Amazon in a minute, because the thing that Reese wanted to pick up in B&M, they didn't have in stock anymore. So I'll order that for him, and remember to order some lights, because the lighting in here is absolutely shocking. I was just sat on the sofa having a good old chat with Brooke. Kev's just taken Charlie out for a walk, and Summer called me to ask if I'd come and pick her up from school. So I said to her this morning, well, let me know roughly what time you're going to need picking up, because it will all depend on where I'm at with cooking the dinner. And she calls me up, she's like, I'm done. And I was like, Summer, seriously, like it's going to take me 15 minutes to get to you. You might as well walk home. And then the penny dropped, and I was like, actually, do you know what? I'm meant to be right there right now, because Riley's at rugby training and he needs picking up. Completely forgot that Riley had rugby this afternoon. Honestly, it's a surprise I manage to keep these kids alive some days. I might be there cooking them this lovely blooming delicious dinner, but actually forgot to pick him up from school. Saying that, he's currently not here. He's obviously still getting changed, so it's not like he even knows that I forgot about him. Well, he will if he watches this, won't he? And I don't know where Summer is. She's supposed to already be done and out, but there's no sign of either of them, which is really helpful.
Sorry, Mr. Davies was just making sure he knew and making sure I knew on Tuesday he's got a match away at Courtfield.
Who's got a match away? Riley's got a match away. Oh.
So I've got to remember, because Mr. Davies isn't going to remind him.
Mr. Davies isn't going to remind him, he's left you to remember.
No, because on Monday. No, because I said, Riley, you've got to do, instead of going on your PlayStation on Monday, you've got to sort your rugby stuff out.
Right. But I forgot to even come and pick him up today, so there's not much chance I'm going to remember, is there?
I some new rugby boots. These are killing my toes.
No,
oh my word! So what time? Courtfield. Who's getting you there?
It's minibus there and back.
There and back.
2:30. So I leave school.
All right. Okay. All right.
It's going to be about 4:30.
Wow. I thought it won't be that muddy. It's not been raining for the last couple of days. Wow.
Shower time for Rupo.
You're going for a shower just because Reese has literally just emptied his kit bag from last night of muddy kit, and now I've got even more.
Nice. What's for dinner?
Oh, dinner's beautiful, Summer.
What is it?
It's like a beef stew with roast potatoes and what are they face for? No, it's delicious. It smells. You can actually smell the dinner cooking from outside. It smells yum. Even if I say so myself.
Beef.
Yes, beef. I thought I'd make a
Why not chicken?
chicken nuggets stew. Yeah?
No, just chicken breast.
Good evening, everybody. We're going to be making some mince pie. Yay! Yum, yum, yum.
And what have you got to do first, Sienna? You got to get some butter, and you need to grease each one
Of these.
of them up.
Is it mince pie for pudding?
Right, so cooked in time for pudding.
I love mince pie, especially homemade.
Right, not too much butter, Sienna. Just need a little bit on. That's it. Now you got to rub it all around each one, but not too much.
You might want to start rolling this out, haven't you, while she's doing that? Oh, I'm going to plastic.
Right. Oh, we need flour.
No, no,
You
ready.
don't need to, because this is already on a piece of leafy paper. So you should be able to just roll it out. No, look, you need to pick it off of there.
Oh.
And then roll it out slowly so it doesn't rip.
Yeah, you should have let to grab the fridge a bit earlier.
Huh?
You have to watch when you get to the end of it, because where it's been in the fridge, that's where it'll be most coldest. It might break. If it looks like it's going to break, just leave it for a minute. You can start on the top ones. No, hold on. No, don't.
I'm hungry. Give me some.
So how many things is there, Felicity?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Hold
5.
on. Let me show you.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ta-da! Toilet with faces in.
Presentation isn't my strongest point, but that is dinner all done. Everyone is at the table eating, apart from me and Kev, and mince pies are in the oven. Even all of the healthy stuff isn't keeping everyone healthy. Summer's down, Riley's just sat there. That one's definitely not down.
Brooke is pretending because she got to be up at 5 for work. She's trying to get a sick day because she had a week off.
Yeah.
Brooke's proper poorly. And Sienna, I can't. Why are you in here with food? Get out now. Out. Quick, go. No, you don't want to hug these. They'll make you ill. Riley wants to be poorly because he wants
I am
to...
poorly. You don't understand how long I've had the flu for.
the flu.
But you're making me go to school every single day.
Yeah, you've got 100% attendance at the moment. Isn't that good? Tiny little sprinkle in there. Hang on 2 seconds, Sienna. It's a tiny sprinkle. That's it. That'll be.
Why is it so lumpy?
I don't know. Then we just tap it like this.
Wait, I want to do that bit. Where you tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Mum.
Okay, and then we just try and break up a little bit. I don't know why it's so lumpy.
Mum.
Oh, it's actually really hard. I'm not sure what's wrong with
Bag
that.
probably didn't get closed properly.
Mum.
Right, I need to pop it a bit more in. It's all a bit lumpy. Yes, yeah.
Good job, Liz. I think that ice and sugar's seen better days.
I think so.
That one needs some. That one needs some, Mum. There we go.
Ta-da! Lissy's mince pies. Now we're going to have those with some cream, yeah? Currently, just squeezing by hand lemons into a cup, or into 2 cups, to make both Brooke and Summer a hot honey and lemon, because they're both feeling proper poorly. I just thought, it's very quiet. So I just looked in the front room, they're both asleep. So I'm still going to make it, because I've squeezed the blooming oranges? No, squeeze the lemons now. It's getting late, guys. It's getting really late. It's also got incredibly cold, like super cold. My phone is telling me to expect snow. Reese's phone, which is iPhone, I'm Android, is saying no snow. And I've just asked Alexa, why did I just say that? Alexa, is it going to snow tonight? and Alexa was telling me that yes, it might snow tonight. So let me know where you are. Obviously, if you're in the UK, is it snowing? If you're in Australia, you're probably loving life and on the beach having a barbecue. But it looks like we're going to get a bit of snowy weather, which is lovely. I like snow for about 5 minutes when you look out the window and it all looks pretty. But if you are watching from somewhere like America or Canada, you probably already laugh at us Brits and how we let the whole world ground to a halt. The whole country grinds to a halt the second there's a sprinkling of snow. It's like, whoa, we can't cope. Shut the schools. Shut everything. Nothing happens. So yeah, we're hoping. I like snow for 5 minutes when it looks pretty, but the novelty soon wears off when everyone's trying to get about and it's all goes slushy and slippery and horrible. But yeah, I wonder if we'll wake up tomorrow morning to snow. But anyway, I'm going to round this video up here and say goodnight because I've just started boiling the kettle, so that's going to be loud. The dishwasher was just loud. And I'm going to, I can't even open the honey. I'm going to go in and give those two both a nudge and see if I can get them to drink this. I'm hoping some rest. Kev just went down the shop and bought supplies of paracetamol and ibuprofen. Reese brought home the lemons and honey from work, and we're hoping a night of rest and some painkillers, etc., and they'll feel a bit better tomorrow because Summer's in year 11, so she really can't be having time off school, and Brooke's doing work tomorrow at like 7 AM. So hopefully they'll both wake up feeling a little bit better tomorrow. But it's going around, isn't it? Everyone is getting poorly. But thank you for watching today's video, and we will see you all tomorrow, more than likely tomorrow. Vlogmas obviously starts on Friday. Of course, we're really ahead of the game. I've got loads of videos all backed up ready. We filmed an intro. Everything's all ready and raring to go. I flipping wish. We haven't even filmed an intro yet. We were going to do it this evening, but then Reese picked up overtime. Brooke's not feeling very well. Summer's not feeling very well. So I was like, right, scrap that. We'll do it tomorrow. So fingers crossed. Vlogmas will start on Friday with our intro, but it might not. And no, I haven't even got one video already pre-filmed, so we are going to be winging it through Vlogmas. I mean, you wouldn't expect anything else off me, would you? You would never, you'd all like drop dead with shock if I ever was actually prepared and organised for anything. Like, I live my life winging it. But yeah, hopefully everything will be all good to go for Vlogmas. But what I was meaning to say was, any ideas for Vlogmas, drop it in the comments, because I haven't got anything planned. Nothing planned, nothing pre-filmed. So any ideas, welcome, drop them in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow.